It's kind of been like a key.
This is how I brush my teeth. Yeah.
So I was watching Alex Jones' channel on YouTube, and he was showing these, I guess, terrorists or whoever they are, I don't know. And it flashed by me real fast. I said, wait a minute, that looks like Nicolas Cage. Well, I don't know why it caught my attention. He was talking about all the, I guess, previous terrorists and whatever's going on. And as it's going by, I look up and I said, wait a minute. That person looks familiar. It looks like Nicolas Cage. All of a sudden I'm starting to sound like Enter the Stars. Enter the Stars. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something. Looking at pictures, you know, Google Images, and that guy looks like Nicolas Cage. You know, I might sound like Enter the Stars, but I guess after watching some of his videos, I guess it makes you more aware of what's really going on. Look, I even found one with a ring on his finger, right? Some kind of weird looking ring. Maybe he's just a doppelganger. Maybe a doppelganger, but I don't know. Could all this be like darkening makeup and some contact lenses and I don't know. Is it me? Or am I wrong? But doesn't he look like Nicolas Cage? And I've heard before, I heard the star says, oh, they're all actors and what's really going on? And I don't know. This is on Alex Jones's channel, so maybe we'll play it for a second. Watch how fast it went by.
77 bombers, as Watt is also suspected of working with British intelligence. Omar Bakri Mohammed, who collaborated with Osama bin Laden, also worked for British intelligence. The British government noted.
Do you see what I just had to show you. That's how fast it went by. And it caught my attention. So, I don't know. You can give me your opinions on that. Alrighty then. On with the show.
4,999, 5,000. Ready or not, here I found you. Good game, buddy.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is August 14th. For most of you, and August 15th for the East Coast. So, here's your news updates for today. Alrighty, the Watchers watching the world. First asteroid terrestrial impact last alert system, ATLAS, ATLAS, fully operational, August 15th. Also, hot and humid summer in Egypt heat wave claims 87 lives, 1,205 people hospitalized. That was August 14th. 2 new tropical cyclones developing in the northwest Pacific Basin. Saipan on alert again. Also, August 13th. Heat wave setting new historic record over Europe. Relief expected early next week. Also, violent storms sweep southern Italy. Flash floods kill 2 people, 500 evacuated. August 12th. 3 million gallons of toxic wastewater spreading toward Lake Powell. State of emergency declared. Breaking news, breakingnews.com. They have a photo of a 1953 Jaguar C-Type that sells for $12 million at a Monterey Car Week auction. Coming out of Philip Mojnar 27 minutes ago. Wow, that's an expensive car. Jaguar C-Type, 1953. Rustic fire near California's Simi Valley is 50% contained at 189 acres. Fire officials say, coming out of KTLA 33 minutes ago. Japan raises warning level on Sakurajima volcano, warning nearby residents to be ready to evacuate if needed. Volcano located 31 miles from Sendai nuclear plant. Didn't they just start the Sendai nuclear plant, or am I wrong? They restarted something up, I believe. One hour ago, ferry with 544 passengers catches fire in central Philippines. All passengers safely evacuated. Only 2 crew with minor injuries, coming out of AP. Huge crowd expected at Sunday protests in Brazil, calling for impeachment of Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff. Coming out of Business Insider. That was an hour ago. An hour ago. Residents warned not to enter water at Sydney's Botany Bay as sewage cleanup continues. Coming out ABC News Sydney. That was an hour ago. Death toll rises to 85 in Tianjin, China. Explosion, state media reports. Coming out of XH News. Update 2 hours ago. In-place warning lifted near chemical plant fire in Conroe, Texas. Local media reports. Out of KHOU. Okay. Let's move on. On Freedom Fighter 2127, his channel, he's showing reports that this was released purposely by the EPA. Alrighty then. Might want to check out his channel. E&E News, Energy News. Japan, Fukushima. Animals shrunk after Fukushima crisis began. Japan scientists. We conclude that the small size was caused by environmental stress imposed by unusual event. So, I'm not sure if that means the animals actually physically got smaller, or if the population of animals decreased. Most likely it's both. From the radiation. August 11th. Officials, trillions of becquerels of radioactive material still flowing into sea at Fukushima. Map shows nuclear waste coming up from bottom of ocean far offshore. Japan TV journalists. Contaminated seawater will circulate around globe. Disaster like a huge cloth expanding every day. Now, BP Earthwatch is putting together some kind of PDF and billboards and flyers to enlighten the people of the West Coast. since the journalists refused to do that and give them information on the Pacific Ocean dying from Fukushima. And I emailed Jan, and I left both messages, but they should change the map that they're going to use on that. You might want to check it out on BP Earthwatch's channel. Alright, let's move on. E&E News, Energy News. U.S. Canada. Giant whales found dead up and down Pacific Northwest coast. Scientists baffled over surge. 25 plus carcasses reported in past month. Government troubling. Definitely a pulse of deaths. Experts. Alarming spike. Exceptionally rare to see a dead humpback. Concerns about unidentified pathogen. The only pathogen are the journalists that don't report on it, the scientists, they would have to know about it right now, and the misinformation and the half-truths and the half-lies that they're putting out. They are the pathogen. Alrighty then. August 11th. U.S. government expert. Fukushima is always on people's minds. A lot of concern and worry about radiation's role in unusual marine deaths. Reports of shrunken or enlarged organs, black kidneys, sores on liver, slime in mouth, discolored skin, mortality and intertidal zone like we haven't seen before. Now, Fukushima is always on people's minds? How can that be? First of all, you're saying the pathogen is unidentified. You don't know what's going on. This is a free consultation to the asses out there who call them scientists and journalists. My peers, my peers are idiots. Alright? They're going to say they told you. Look at that. U.S. government expert. Fukushima is always on people's minds. If they're not reporting on it, half the people I ask, if they know anything about Fukushima, either they say, no, oh, I thought that disaster just happened in 2011, so they're going to say they told you. We told you, but you didn't want to listen. That's what the government's going to say. Because I want to know which people. Fukushima is always on people's minds. Which people? Which people is that? The insiders? Also, when it talks about reports on shrunken or enlarged organs, black kidneys, sores on liver, slime in mouth, discolored skin, don't think that, don't think you journalists who don't want to report on it, this isn't going to happen to you. If it's happening to the mammals, I don't see how it's not going to happen to the journalists that don't report on it, that pretends nothing's going on, their families, the scientists that don't say anything about this. Oh, they think they're exempt from all this. Correct? Well, think again. Alrighty then. Reading what these people say, it's like being in the movie The Body Snatchers. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty then. Well, it's 5 days down. You made it. It's Friday. And it's already Saturday in some places. Please be safe. Be prepared for anything. Alrighty then. And I'll see you on the flip side. Alright. Be prepared for anything. September's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Prepare now. Alrighty then. take care and be safe.
Quincy, I graduated college! Woo! Yeah!
Hey guys, I've been working on this time machine for 8 months, so let's see if it works. 8 months, so let's see if it works.